This is my second video for limits revision, pure maths limits problem. Revision types question on limits. Better you newcomers, new viewers, stop this, follow the previous video and back to this. Last video I complete 12 questions. From there I will do the remaining parts today this video. See my next question, problem 13, algebraic limit x to the power 3 plus 125 over x square minus 25. Find the answer of x value. If you directly substitute x for minus 5, here minus 125 plus 125 0, below plus 25 minus 25 0. Therefore 0 over 0, one of the meaningless form. Therefore use some different method to calculate, or the rule of this number one theory of the algebraic limit. So I can factorize also this one. X cube, 125 is 5 cube. Then what is a cube plus b cube answer? A cube plus b cube. Factorize. A plus b, a square minus ab plus b square. So I show that pattern. Limit x tends to minus 5. And this is x plus 5. The other factor, x square minus multiple the both, and 5 square 25, right? A cube, refer the factorization of the a cube plus b cube and check. Over here x square minus 25, x minus 5, x plus 5. X minus 5, x plus 5, and now says cancel. And then we apply x for minus 5 directly and see what happens. X square 25. Here minus minus plus 25. Plus 25. Here what? Minus 10. So answer 75 over minus 10. Otherwise 7.5 minus. Or minus 7.5, right? Is that question answer. See next question number 14. Problem 14. Limit x tends to 3, 3x to the power 5 minus 729 over x minus 3. Find the value of that expression when it's approached x tends to 3. So directly substitute, see 3 to the power 5, 243 into 3, 729, 0. Numerator 0, below 0. So one of the meaningless, there I said last video, there are 7 indeterminate form or meaningless form, right? Never use any other method. How is? Can I factorize this limit? X tends to 3. Take the 3 out. Take the 3 out. X to the power 5 minus 2, 3 to the power, this one, 343. Over x minus 3 is it? Okay. And now better apply the rule number 1 or the theory number 1 of that limit, power rule. So what is that? Limit x tends to 3, here 3, here x to the power 5 minus 3, 5 times, 3 to the power 5. And therefore without the power below x minus 3. Simple MCQ problem, simple type. So apply this rule, n a to the power n minus 1. So what the answer? 3 into, here n is 5, a is 3. So 5 into 3 to the power 5 minus 1. 3 to the power 4, 81. 81 multiple that 15. And get the answer. You can simplify this answer. Oh, here 3 into 5 into 3 to the power 4. So 81 times 15, that is 1215. Check that, that's the answer if you simplify. Next question, number 15. Limit x tends to 3, x tends to 0, 3 minus 2x power 4, 3 minus 2x power 4 minus 81 over 3x. See another question using 3 over 3x. Always first to decide what happened. Direct substitutes what? Put x for 0. 3 to the power 4, 81 minus 81, 0. Below also same 0. So one of the meaningless form. We have use any rules or any factorization form. I also better written completely power 4. Write the 81 also power 4. Then there's a standard form of, once again, like earlier problem, right? So if I write that form, limit x tends to 0, this is 3 minus 2x power 4, then 81, 3 to the power 4, okay, over below what? Without the power, x to the power n minus 8 to the power n, below without the power, without the n, remaining parts denominator. So there should be what? 3 minus 2x minus 3. Is it? Okay. 3 minus 2x minus 4 and below this one. Now check whether it's correct. Whether it's correct. Any alteration or any additional terms available. Check will you. Above is okay. Numerator is okay. Yes, 3 cancel. Minus 2x remaining. X is okay, but actual problem 3x. Therefore, additional term I want to remove it by multiplying or dividing. How that? The x is there, right? Minus 2 not available. I multiply minus 2 below 3. Now see, check value this. Above numerator is okay. Here 3 cancel, right? Minus 2x, minus 2 cancel. 3 times x, 3x. So apply the rule here. N a to the power n minus 1. So 4 into 3 to the power 4 minus 1. Okay. And here what? Minus 2/3. So simplify as answer minus. Here what is that? 3 power 3, 27. Here 3, 9, 36. So double is 72. Answer minus 72. Check that. Minus 72, right? Problem is minus 72. Next question, problem 16. Limit x tends to minus 1, x square minus 2x minus 3 over x plus 1 into plus x cube plus 1 over x to the power 5 plus 1. Okay, the algebraic limit check what happened. Always first to decide, spend milliseconds. Direct substitute and see what happened, the answer. Put x4 minus 1 plus 1 plus 2, 3, 0 below 0, meaningless. 0 over 0. And see the other one. So here also put x to the power minus 1, 1 cube, 0, 0. So meaningless pattern, right? Therefore remove any idea to avoid that indeterminate form and find the answer. So here I think factorize. You have a quadratic factorization form. There you can write the standard of the limit, algebraic limit, or you can keep it there, it becomes the answer for that. But you know, above and below the meaningless form, you can't simplify it. So use the algebraic limit for that. X to the power n minus a to the power n pattern, right? Here we can factorize. So limit x tends to minus 1. You got the factorization, multiple 3 and x minus 3. X minus 3 into, is it x plus 1? Okay, x square minus, okay, over x plus 1. Factorize, right? And here write the standard form. Standard form here. X cube plus, we need the minus, you see? Standard form, x to the power n minus a to the power, not the plus, not plus at the middle. So it should be minus. So rearrange that. X cube minus, can you write this one? Minus 1 to the power 3. Okay, that is negative 1, negative, negative, plus. Then below, without the power, x minus minus 1. Okay. Also this one, I'll put a multiple and write it. 1 over x to the power 5 minus minus 1 to the power 5 over x minus minus 1. Check that. Negative odd power is minus. Value of a negative, the power is odd minus. Therefore, here what happens is x plus 1 cancel. Limit x tends to, we can write the rule straightly. That's all. Put x4 minus 1. Minus 1 minus 3 minus 4 plus. Here apply the algebraic theory of limits. N a to the power n minus 1. So 3 a to the power deduct 1 square. Okay. Into 1 over, you also n a to the 1 over, right? That is 5 into minus 1 power 4. That's the method. So the answer is minus 4 plus. You know, minus 1 square is positive, therefore 3. And you also 3 over 5. Check, simplify. Here after primary work. Here after primary method, simplify, get it. Minus 4 plus 3 over 5. Simplify here, the answer becomes minus 17 over 5, right? So therefore limit exists. We call limit, is there a limit? Yes. That's we call limit exists, but directly substitute, there's no chance for answer. One of the indeterminate form. Next question number 17. Limit x tends to 1, x approach to 1, x square minus 1 over x square over x minus 1 over x, x minus 1 over x. When x is 1, if you put x for 1, what happens? There is 1 minus, there is 1 0, below also 0, therefore one of the meaningless pattern. So use any limit theorems or sometimes factorization ideas. It's an easy question, I think. You can factorize. A square minus b square pattern, factorize a minus b, a plus b. So limit x tends to 1, factorize x minus 1 over x, x plus 1 over x, okay, over x minus 1 over x, only factorization part. Analysis cancel. This is the idea of solving limit problem. If you direct substitute, meaningless. That's why approaching or tends to a value mean not a direct substitute. It become LHL or RHL, left hand limit or right hand limit to that particular point. That's everything we complete the theory classes. Put x for 1, 1 plus 1 over 1, limit x is to 2, answer is 2. Next question number 18. Problem 18, limit x tends to 9 x square into square root x square into square root x minus 243 over x minus 9 over x minus 9. So see what happens if you directly apply for x. 9 square root 9 is 3 outside 81. 3 times 81 also 243. 243 is 0. Below also 9 minus 0. Therefore, you can't work meaningless pattern. So use any other ideas of limit rules. It's algebraic limit. So a square root means power half. Square root means power half. Therefore, here square and power half. Totally 2 plus, bases are same at the power. So totally x to the power is what? 2 plus half. 2 and half. 5 over 2. So can I write that form? Limit x tends to 9. X tends to 9. X to the power 5 over 2 is it? X to the power to half, that's 2, and that one totally 5 over 2. Minus 243 over x minus 9. Now think a model of the limit, rule number 1 of limit, how to convert that pattern, the rule. X to the power 5 over 2. See that, therefore limit x tends to 9. X tends to 9. Can write this one x to the power 5 over 2. This one 9 to the power 5 over 2. Is it? How that? 9 to the power 5 over 2 is what your primary indices knowledge. 9 is 3 square over 5 into 5 over 2. 2 cancel. 3 to the power 5 is once again 240. Therefore can be show that pattern, right? Over without the power. Might become a direct that limit rule, x to the power n minus a to the power n over x minus a. So apply the rule of limit theorem. A n a to the power n minus 1. N a to the power n minus 1. So if we simplify, I have the answer. It becomes 135 over 2. 135 over 2, right? Next question number 19. Problem 19. Limit x tends to 1, x approach to 1, square root x minus 1 into third root of x minus 1 over x minus 1 all things square. X minus 1 all things square. And the important question. See how the answer. All the algebraic parts. Direct application of the x41. 0 over 0. Therefore, meaningless pattern. So use any idea simplification. Get the answer. Square root mean power half. Third root mean what? Power is 1 over 3, 1/3. Therefore, if I rearrange, limit x tends to 1. This is x to the power half minus 1 to the power half. Okay, 1 to the power half. Any power of 1 is 1. The same other type. How this one? X to the power 1/3 minus 1 to the power 1/3. Okay, I am showing the standard form. Below what? X minus 1, all things square. Can I write that? Here x minus 1 and here x minus 1. Both are multiplication. So that's simple question. Now direct theory of the limits, algebraic limit. Write the answer. N a to the power n minus 1 form. So half into 1 to the power anything is 1. Into here what? 1/3 into 1 to the power deduct, it is 1. The answer 1/6. Is it? Check. We'll always repeat it, this problem. Answer becomes 1/6. Next 20th problem. Limit x tends to square root 2. X approach to square root 2. X to the power 8 minus 16 over x minus root 2. X minus root 2. See how this form. How to connect this. If you directly apply x4, that value it won't come so perfect. It is one of the meaningless pattern, that is root 2 power is root 2 power 8. Root 2 multiple 8 times 16. And also here root 2 minus root 2 0. Can't simplify that one. So we use what? Limit x tends to square root 2. Okay, x to the power 8. Can I write the 16 also? Root 2 power 8. Root 2 power 8. What is root 2 means what? 2 to the power half. Power 8. 4, 16. Check that simple primary work, oral maths. Over below without the power. That is there. The standard form of the limit. First rule of algebraic limit. X to the power n minus a to the power n over x minus a. So write the answer. So what is that? N a to the power deduct 1. So we can give a simplification form. Root 2 power 7, not a perfect. Otherwise here 2 to the power 3. 2 to the power 3, no 8. Okay. But it is 2 to the power 7 over 2. Or otherwise, if we add the both 6 to the power 13 over 2. Powers added 3 plus 7 over 2, 6, 13 over 2. That's the answer. Unique solution, but straight application, you can't get the answer. Next question 21. Problem 21. Limit x tends to 2. X to the power 8 minus 256 over x square plus 4x minus 12. Same method. You can try this. If you apply x4 to, it becomes 0 over 0. One of the meaningless pattern. Therefore, you can factorize below. It can be factorization form. That also convert to a power pattern. With the limit, you decide the power. But the value limit approach, that can be shown as a power there. 256 is possible for as a base 2, power of 2. So, limit x tends to 2. Can I write that one? X to the power 8. 2 to the power 8. Is it? 2 to the power 8 is 256. Over, this can be factorized, multiple 12 or that 6 and 2 factorize. X minus 2, x plus 6. Okay. Factorize. Now what happened? This is a rule. For this we have the standard form of power rule of that limit. X to the power n minus a to the power n below without the power x minus a. So here we have answer, right? So what is that? N a to the power n minus 1. 8 minus 1, 7. And this one you can write, put x for 2 here, 8. Okay, so 8 cancel, 128 is it? 2 to the power 7, 128. Next question 22, problem 22, limit x tends to 1, 4th root of 5x minus 4 minus 1, right, over 3rd root of 5x plus 3 minus 2. Very important question. See how it's happened. If you directly apply x for 1 root of 1, power of 1 is 1, 1 minus 1, 0, below 0. Yeah, that is a meaningless pattern. So better use any other mode. It's an algebraic power rule, power theory. X to the power n minus a to the power n form. You can rearrange that form. So what? Limit x tends to 1. That one 5x minus 4. You know that 4th root means power 1 over 4. Square root means power half. 3rd root means 1/3 is the power. So here 1 over 4. Therefore I say 1 also has a power 1 over 4. Therefore below what the theory says without the power. So without the power write that 5x minus 4 minus 1. Okay, without the power, the pattern of limit. See other one is 1 over 4, 5x plus 3 power 1/3, okay, minus 2 is 5x plus 2, 1/3. How this 2, can I write 2 here? We need the power 1/3, which number? Cubic root 8. So write this 8. 8 to the power 1/3. Is it 8 to the power 1/3? Over therefore below without the power, is it? Check that. Minus 8. Check value, is it okay? See, everything is okay. This is right. Numerator is available there. Okay, there. 5x plus 3. Okay. 8 to the power 1/3. 1/3. 8 to the power 1/3 is 2. It's okay below that. Now see any other additional terms is there. 5x minus 5. Check that. 5x minus 5 here. Actually 5x minus 5. See here what? 5x minus 5 plus 3 minus 8 minus 5. 5x minus 5, 5x minus 5 cancel. Therefore no alteration, right? So very important. Show the 2 as 8 to the power 1/3 with the boundary x for 2. Yeah, what is that? X for 1. Yeah, x for x tends to 1. If you put x tends to 1, this is 0. See? X tends to a, denominator becomes 0. X tends to a mean a minus a 0. See, put x for 1 here. 5 minus 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Put x for 1 here. 8 minus a 0. Therefore limit rule valid. So what is the answer? 1 no, I show here answer 1 over 4 into 1 to the power, no matter, the answer is 1. 1 over 3 into 8 to the power 1/3 minus 1. x to the power n minus a to the power n is n a to the power n minus 1 pattern. So now simplify, get the answer. So here 104, let's take this 3 goes up by 3 or 4, right? Here 8 to the power is 3 minus 2/3. Follow your O-level knowledge, simplify. 8 is minus 2/3. So 3 over 4. If you write 8 as 2 to the power 3, 2 to the power 3, 3 cancel, 2 to the power minus 2. Therefore, in this case, this you can write up, that is becomes 4. 4 cancel. Check answer is 3. The good question. So good simplify. If you misuse somewhere, it becomes error, difficult to complete such an answer as 3. So the question 22.